It's that time of year again. Time for family and food, where the best recipes can make your Christmas gatherings extra special. Today, we're diving into something a little different. 5 Christmas recipes that will make you the star of the party. From savory surprises to sweet delights, these dishes are sure to impress your family and friends. We're talking flavor explosions that will make your Christmas gathering the talk of the town. So grab your apron and let's get cooking. Let's start with the perfect holiday appetizer, Cranberry Brie Puff Pastry Bites. They're quick, easy, and packed with festive flavor. It's a classic combination, but a culinary masterpiece that will leave everyone talking. First, let's make the star of the show, the cranberry sauce. Fresh cranberries bursting with flavor, a touch of orange zest to add a citrusy zing, a hint of cinnamon, just enough to warm the soul, simmered to perfection until it's thick, tart, and bursting with festive flavor. This sauce is the heart of our bites. Next, we need to grab the puff pastry and the brie. We need 1 sheet of thawed puff pastry. Roll it out on a lightly floured surface just to smooth it out a bit. Now, using a sharp knife or pizza cutter, cut it into 12 equal squares. Next, we'll grab 8 ounces of brie cheese and cut it into small cubes. You want about 1-inch cubes, just enough to fit nicely into the puff pastry squares. Place a cube of brie in the center of each puff pastry square, and now for the festive touch. Add a spoonful of cranberry sauce. About a half teaspoon should do it. Pro tip, use a good quality brie, something that'll melt beautifully and coat your tongue with creamy richness. The kind that makes you close your eyes and savor every bite. Next, fold the corners of the puff pastry over the filling, just enough to seal them lightly. This helps keep all that delicious cheese and cranberry sauce inside while it bakes. To make these bites golden and shiny, brush the tops with a beaten egg. This gives them that beautiful bakery-style finish. Pop them into a preheated 400 degrees Fahrenheit oven for about 12 to 15 minutes, or until they're puffed and golden brown. These little bites are an absolute flavor explosion. The buttery puff pastry, the creamy brie, the tangy cranberry sauce. It's a symphony of textures and tastes that'll have your guests begging for more. So ditch those boring old appetizers and impress your guests with these cranberry brie puff pastry bites. They're a guaranteed hit. Trust me, they'll be licking their fingers and singing your praises all night long. Get ready to be the star of the party. French toast is a breakfast staple, but let's be honest, it can be a bit bland. Sure, it's a classic, but sometimes classics need a little twist to make them exciting again. Plus, Christmas morning calls for something extra special. That's where this recipe comes in. Gingerbread stuffed French toast. It's not just any French toast, it's a holiday treat that brings the warmth and spice of gingerbread to your breakfast table. To start, in a bowl, mix 4 ounces of softened cream cheese, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1/2 teaspoon of cloves. This will be our gingerbread-inspired filling. Now, grab 8 slices of thick bread. Brioche or challah works great, and spread the filling between 2 slices of bread to make a sandwich. In another shallow dish, whisk together 4 eggs, 1 cup of milk, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is going to give our French toast that perfect custardy texture. Dip your stuffed bread sandwiches into the egg mixture, making sure both sides are fully coated. Heat a skillet over medium heat, add a pat of butter, and fry your French toast for 3 to 4 minutes per side until golden brown and cooked through. Serve them up hot with a drizzle of maple syrup and a sprinkle of powdered sugar. The syrup adds sweetness, while the powdered sugar gives a festive touch. Trust me, this gingerbread stuffed French toast is going to be the star of your Christmas morning breakfast. It's a dish that brings joy and warmth to the table. It's the perfect way to start your day off with a festive bang. Gather your loved ones and enjoy this special treat together, making memories that will last a lifetime. Want to take your holiday dinner to the next level? Turkey or ham is fine and all, but it's time to shake things up. This year, let's make a bold move. This Christmas, we're ditching the bird or pig and serving up a showstopper, roast beef with garlic herb crust. Trust me, this will be the highlight of your holiday feast. Get ready for a culinary revelation. This dish is not just food, it's an experience. We're talking a succulent, perfectly cooked roast beef encrusted in a fragrant blend of garlic, herbs, and spices. The combination is simply irresistible. The aroma alone will have your guests drooling before they even take a bite. In a small bowl, mix together 4 minced garlic cloves, 2 tablespoons of fresh rosemary, 2 tablespoons of fresh thyme, 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Don't forget a generous pinch of salt and pepper. Now take a 3 to 4 pound beef roast, top sirloin or prime rib works great, and rub the garlic herb mixture all over it. You want to coat the whole thing thoroughly. Place your roast in a roasting pan with a rack and pop it into a preheated 450 degrees Fahrenheit oven for 15 minutes. This will give it a nice crust. After 15 minutes, lower the temperature to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and roast for about an hour, or until the internal temperature hits 130 degrees Fahrenheit for medium rare. Remember, a meat thermometer is your best friend here. It ensures your beef is cooked perfectly. Let the roast rest for about 15 minutes after it comes out of the oven. This ensures all the juices stay inside when you slice it. Now slice and serve. Crispy on the outside, tender on the inside. Serve it up with some roasted vegetables, mashed potatoes, and maybe even a fresh salad for balance, and a generous drizzle of gravy. The gravy ties everything together beautifully. This roast beef with garlic herb crust is a Christmas dinner game changer. It's a dish that will be remembered. Your holiday table will never be the same. Eggnog. You either love it or hate it. But I'm willing to bet that even the biggest eggnog skeptic will fall head over heels for these eggnog cheesecake bars. They're creamy, dreamy, and bursting with festive flavor. We're taking all the best parts of eggnog, the creamy texture, the warm spices, and transforming them into a decadent dessert that's perfect for sharing. First, we'll make the crust. Combine 1½ cups of graham cracker crumbs, 1/4 cup of sugar, and 1/2 cup of melted butter. Press this into the bottom of a greased 8 by 8 inch baking dish. Now, for the filling, beat 16 ounces of softened cream cheese with 1/2 cup of sugar. Add in 2 eggs, 1/2 cup of eggnog, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Mix until smooth and creamy. Pour the cheesecake filling over the graham cracker crust and smooth it out. Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 to 35 minutes, or until the center is set and the edges are slightly golden. Once it's cool, refrigerate for at least 2 hours, then slice into bars. These eggnog cheesecake bars are a creamy, spiced holiday treat. If you want to make these a little more fancy, add eggnog whipped cream. Whip together heavy cream, powdered sugar, and a splash of eggnog until it forms stiff peaks. Once the cheesecake is cooled, top it with the eggnog whipped cream and sprinkle over some grated nutmeg. Chill it in the fridge for at least an hour before serving. These eggnog cheesecake bars are a holiday revelation. They're the perfect balance of sweet and creamy, with a hint of spice that'll warm you from the inside out. Get ready for a dessert that'll have everyone asking for seconds. Brussels sprouts, the bane of every child's existence. But fear not, because I'm going to show you how to turn those dreaded green balls into a culinary masterpiece. Spiced maple glazed Brussels sprouts. We're talking crispy caramelized Brussels sprouts coated in a sweet and spicy maple glaze that'll have everyone licking their plates. First, we need to prep the Brussels sprouts. Trim the ends and cut them in half. Toss 1 pound of trimmed and halved Brussels sprouts with 2 tablespoons of olive oil, salt, and pepper. Spread them out evenly on a baking sheet. Roast the Brussels sprouts at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 to 25 minutes until they're crispy and golden brown. We want them to have a bit of bite to them, not mushy and overcooked. While the Brussels sprouts are roasting, let's make the maple glaze. In a small bowl, mix 1/4 cup of maple syrup, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a pinch of cayenne pepper for a little heat. Bring it to a simmer and cook until it thickens slightly. Once the Brussels sprouts are roasted, toss them in the warm maple glaze. Make sure they're evenly coated in that sticky, sweet, and spicy goodness. Serve them up hot as a side dish to your Christmas feast. These spiced maple glazed Brussels sprouts are a revelation. They're the perfect combination of sweet, savory, and spicy, and they'll convert even the most die-hard Brussels sprouts hater. This will be a Christmas feast to remember. 5 recipes that are sure to impress your guests and bring some extra holiday cheer to your table. Whether you're hosting a festive gathering or just looking for something special to make for your loved ones, these recipes are perfect for the season. I hope you try them out, and if you do, let me know how they turn out in the comments. Remember, cooking is about passion, creativity, and a little bit of culinary flair. So get in the kitchen, have some fun, and impress your guests with these incredible recipes. If you enjoyed these recipes, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and hit that subscribe button for more homesteading content. From my homestead to yours, Merry Christmas!